So the next lecture is on the fault tree analysis. So, or FTA. Fault tree analysis is a type of failure analysis which is using to predict the failure. Okay. So it is also known as negative analytical truss or logic block diagram, because in this method the failure or fault are analyzed logically using the two logic functions or and. Okay, or and these two functions are using here for analyzing. So FTA or failure tree analysis is a logical structured process that can be used to identify the potential causes of failure before the failure actually occurs. So here the purpose is to find the potential causes of failure, and it is even before the failure occurs. So we are predicting the reasons and avoiding the failure here. That is the main purpose of FTA. So FTA is a logic block diagram that displays the state of the system which contains a top event in terms of the state of its components and subcomponents or intermediate or basic events. So mainly FTA contains a top event, that means it's a failure, and we are predicting, or sorry, we are hierarchically charting the events which causes the failure. Okay, that is components and subcomponents. So the top level event or top level event, that is a serious fault or failure, explosion, leakage or poisonous gases, etc. Okay, so the fault tree constructed downwards by relating the sequence of events which could lead to the top event level event. So the top portion is for the system or top event, that means the failure, and we are going downwards with the subsequences, and the remedial and corrective actions are planned to eliminate the causes which in turn eliminate the top level event or fault. That means the top level event, that is serious fault or failure, explosion, leakage of poisonous gases, etc., can be avoided by proper methods using FTA. So in FTA we are using and or gates, and AND gate gives output only when all the inputs are present. Okay, so as you know the figure of AND gate, and the AND gate is using only when we have all the inputs, that means A, B, C, etc. And the OR gate gives output only when the input is only one input. Okay, so either X or Y. If we have only one input we can use OR gate. Okay, if we have two inputs we can use AND gate. Okay, so don't forget the figure. And the events are indicated by circles or rectangles. Rectangle represents undecided events that is caused by a combination of two lower events. So for in the case of two lower events are present, we are using a rectangle for the combination. Okay, and in the case of a circle we are represents the basic fault or failure that cannot have further expansion, that means the end. Okay, so don't forget the figure: AND gate, OR gate, rectangle and circle. Okay, so this is a basic diagram of fault tree analysis. We have from the top we have a system or top level event, that means the failure, and the failure is just before failure we have an AND gate. An AND gate means it is either due to these two rectangles, that means these are the intermediate events, and these intermediate events are before these intermediate events we have two OR gates, and each OR gate shows if either this one or this one or this one. Sorry for the mistake in the figure. It's if any of these three events are present, then it causes a failure and it results in this rectangle, and these two rectangles combination, that means AND gate shows a top level event or a failure. Okay, so this is the failure. It may be due to the combination of these two, that means we are using AND gate, and this one is, this failure is due to any of these three events. Okay, so here we have an OR gate, here we have an AND gate. AND gate means a combination of two. Here OR gate means either one of these three. Okay, here also either one of these two. Okay, and the gates which represents the outcomes, and events which represents the input to the gates. Okay, here these are the events, these are represents to the as the input to the gates. These are the gates. Okay, and this is also a gate. It is also a combination of these two events. Basic steps in FTA: establishing a system definition, constructing the fault tree diagram as we have seen in the last page, fault tree diagram, collecting basic data such as components, component failure rates, repair rates, failure and occurrence probability, etc., evaluating fault tree, and recommending corrective measures. So the purpose of FTA is to recommending some corrective measures to avoid failure. Okay, And the uses of FTA used to investigate potential failure of faults. Okay, the reasons for potential failure and faults are can be investigate failure modes and causes. What are the causes and what are the modes of failure? Investigate contribution to system unreliability. What are the reasons for the unreliability of the system? Okay, FTA can be used as a qualitative evaluation method in which how a system may fail can be evaluated along with the remedies to overcome the causes of failure. Okay, here we are using a qualitative evaluation, qualitative, not quantitative, and it is used by how a system may fail. We are searching the reasons for the failure. Okay, by proper evaluation, the reasons for failure are evaluating, and we are proposing some remedies to overcome the causes of failure, and we can prevent the further failures. Okay, various sequence of events which could lead to the top level event, that means the failure, the total failure, are arranged hierarchically, as we seen in the last figure, are hierarchically ordering along with the logical functions such as AND gate or OR gate to give the reliability assessment of the system being studied. So we are studying the total system and predicting whether the failure may occur or else or not, and if the failure may occur, we are proposing some recommendations to avoid failure. Okay, this is an example of a total explosion of a system which contains some computers. Okay, this is an OR gate. This OR gate shows either one of these three circles are the reasons for a small failure, either the pressure monitor valve failure, or computer output too late, or computer does not issue command to open valve 1. Either one of these three, not all, either one of these three may result in computer does not open valve 1. Okay, computer does not open valve 1. So here also we have an OR gate. So this OR gate shows either one of these two events, either valve failure or computer does not open valve 1. Either one of these two events may result in relief valve 1 does not open. So here the relief valve 1 does not open. So let's see here. Here we have valve 1 position indicator fails on, open indicating light fails on. These two events, okay, the combination of these two events, that means the AND gate, which shows operator does not know the open valve 2. Okay, the open valve 2 is not functioning. Okay, so here we are using an OR gate. This OR gate shows either one of these three events, either valve failure or operator inattentive or operator does not know the open valve 2. So either one of these three events may result in relief valve 2 does not open. Okay, here relief valve 1 does not open, here relief valve 2 does not open. So here we have an AND gate. So the combination of 1 and 2, relief valve 1 and relief valve 2 does not open, which may result in the explosion. Okay, here we have an AND gate. That means the combination of these two, which results in the top event, that is the explosion. Okay, hope you understand. So this is a general structure of FTD. Top level event which combines a lot of primary events, primary cause 1, primary cause 2, primary cause 3. A brief elaboration of primary cause 2 means here shows the primary cause 2 may be due to 2.1, 2.2, 2.3. Okay, if the reason is 2.3, then take some remedial action. If the reason is 2.2, then search for the sub reasons, that is 2.2.1, 2.2.2, 2.2.3. Okay, if the reason is 2.2.2, then take remedial action. If the reason is 2.2.3, take remedial action. If the reason is 2.2.1, then find what are the sub causes, like 2.2.2.1, like that. Here is the sub cause, find the sub cause 2.1.1, like that. Okay, and take the remedial actions to avoid the failure. And the benefits of FTA or failure tree analysis, it can be used to identify the possible system reliability or safety problem at a design stage itself. Okay, at a design stage itself we can find the reliability or the safety problems. That means before the failure occurs. So next, it can be also used to access the system reliability or safety during the operation. Okay, here we can find it at the design stage. Here we can find at the operation stage. Okay, so we can find the reasons for failure at two stages, at a design or at operating stage. It helps to improve the understanding of the system. It helps to identify the components that may need more rigorous quality control. Okay, more quality control, wherever needs a more quality control, we can identify the components. Okay, it can also be used to identify the root cause of equipment failure. Okay, so we have seen the last figure what are the root causes, like sub causes 2.2.1, 2.2.3, like that. Okay, So we can find the root causes. What are the drawbacks of FTA? So the FTA requires a detailed knowledge of the design, construction, operation of the system, etc. Okay, so only a skilled or trained person can handle the FTA. So fault trees may become very large and complex, as you can see in the figure. Significantly training and experience is necessary to use this technique properly. Okay. So next, it is not practical on system with a large number of safety issues. So the FTA is only useful for a small system which contains small number of subsystems, and only if we have a trained or experienced person we can handle FTA. Okay, thank you.